Hey guys, how's it going? It's just Boomerang here, and I'm bringing you one more war highlights video. And in this one, we're gonna cover our most recent war, the first one after CWL concluded. And this is a very special one because we have finally caught up our war win to loss ratio to a 1-to-1. This was our 39th win to our 39 losses for a total of 78 wars. And it's been a long road, guys. As you can see, we still lose wars, but that's fine. We lose them by very little, but there's more green now than there is red compared to a few months ago. So that's big props to everybody. Thank you to all that have stuck around, that have stuck to the strategies, that have really stepped up to the challenge. So pat yourself on the back, but this is just the beginning of the best parts to come. We'll again, whether we win the next one or not, I know our ratio is gonna get even higher. We're gonna have more wins than losses, but we just gotta make sure we keep that war log green. And so let's dive into this war and do some of our highlights. So before I jump into the highlights, I do want to say something, and it's that we do have a lot of new members. And so if you're a co-leader and elder, please be coaching them. Please be instructing them in our war policies. But number two, guys, and this is kind of a little bit of a rant, the 1 star we missed wasn't at the top. The 1 star we missed was way down here, number 16, guys. And let me just say this outright, is that that's unacceptable. It's fine if we're missing war stars at the top because it's a tougher basis. They're harder to 3-star. But when we're missing stars here on a lower Town Hall 8 base, guys, that's just not acceptable. It was a tough base, but we had a lot of people that missed their attacks, their second attacks. We got used to this whole thing about, oh, if we're winning the war, or if we're already cleaned up everything, you don't have to use your second attack, and that's fine. But when there are bases that you can still clean, this is not acceptable to have multiple members not using their second attack. As you can see, some of them got kicked. But again, we could have very easily picked up that 3rd-star on number 16. So with that said, guys, just make sure you use them both. We do have kind of a 2-strike policy. If you miss an attack, if you miss your second attack or even your first, once, it's not a big deal. Usually you'll sit out 1 war. If you do it again right after, especially after sitting out, guys, I'm sorry, but you're probably gonna get kicked. If you're if you have a title like an elder or co, that's also a problem. You won't get kicked out right away, but you'll probably lose your promotion. You can earn it back, obviously, but just keep that in mind, guys. It's not, I don't know, it definitely is not kicking people out or demoting. It's not something I take pleasure in. So don't just try to do your best. I understand there's life circumstances where, I don't know, your phone died or it fell in the water or you couldn't have access to the internet or whatever. But if you're in war, there's a 24-hour period. Other than that, there really shouldn't be any reasons for you not to be able to sign on and use your attacks, especially if you're Town Hall 8 and below. You need to be using, obviously, your first attack within the 12 hours, and then your second. If there's already something to clean, ask a co-leader and let's get it done. Don't wait till the last minute. We're not a last minute war attackers. So anyway, end of rant, guys. Let's go dive into the attacks. There were some very, very good ones here that I really, really liked. So, and I don't know, normally we feature a lot of drag floods, but I want to feature a couple hog raids, not at the Town Hall 9 level, but at the Town Hall 7 and 8. The first one's from Prince Hyde. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. And so this goes to show that a hog raid is still possible to do at a Town Hall 7. You're going to see how he lures the clan castle and just this just tears up everything. He brings hogs, pretty high level hogs in the CC. And anyway, guys, I am going to let you all watch it. And he gets the 3-star really with ample time and ample troops. I know most of us are very big proponents of just having Dragon Floods at Town Hall 7. But man, if you can get this good at Hogs, I don't see why this is not a viable strategy. And these are, I think, level 1 Hogs. I believe you can still upgrade in one more level. So definitely, guys, try this out. Practice it on your on the war practice, and this could be a very, very possible strategy. The next one we're going to jump to see is a Drag Flood from Troy on a pretty tough base. And so, guys, this one we've seen before. This one we saw, I want to say 5 wars ago when we had the 30 versus 30. That was just every single war base was laid out like this. This is a very tough war base to Dragon Flood. I actually would prefer to see a hog raid on this one. Why is this so hard? It's because of this ring. You have the 3 air defenses in the middle, and you have the archer towers. So if your dragons are not funneled, those archer towers are just absolutely going to shred your dragons on the outside. And so what Troy does is the new lightning spell upgrade allows you to take out 2 air defenses that are nearby. So these are pretty close, and he's going to set his lightning right in the middle between the town hall and the archer tower. And so he'll be able to take those out. And now that that will be done, he'll only have to deal with 1 air defense. But still, he still has to funnel. And even then, you'll see not all his dragons go in the middle. A lot of them go to the sides. But fortunately, because he was able to take that out, and I think this archer tower, it allows him to buy him a little more time. Again, if I see this base, guys, at Town Hall 8 or Town Hall 7, because of the way that it's designed, is designed to be anti-Dragon Flood. I would prefer to see a hog raid, but let's watch this raid. So another great 3-star. I know you guys probably saw how the dragons went around, and I remember watching this live raid and I was sweating it. But fortunately, because he was able to take care of those air defenses in that archer tower and funnel, I think he funneled 4 dragons to the center, and they all died eventually. They couldn't make it through the core, but he still had another 6 on the outside. Very good raid, very solid. I think if this was more upgraded, I don't know that this strategy would work. But great job, Troy. Way to pull a 3-star on that one. And the last one we're going to see is a 3-star raid as well from the Man, the Myth. And this is a hog raid as well. So again, guys, just kind of just setting the stage for what's to come. When you go to Town Hall 9, again, the Drag Flood is still not as viable as, say, Gohobo or Witch Slap. So this is a great way to practice with your hogs. His hogs are not even maxed out yet, but he was able to pull this raid off right here. The key to this is you got to take care of that king. You got to take care of the Clan Castle troops. You cannot go into the raid with the Clan Castle troops, so they'll die, your hogs. And you got to watch out for where the double bombs are, or a single bomb. And obviously this bomb tower. I can bet you there's probably going to be a bomb somewhere in there. So your heal placement has to just be spot on. These are perfect bases to hog raid as well at Town Hall 8 because they're so tight. There's just not many places to put. I mean, really, the only place to put a bomb, a big bomb, is right in between these. Everything else means that the bombs are going to have to be on the outsides, in there, in those gaps, in these gaps, this gap, and this gap right here. So just something to keep in mind. If I see this base, I say, man, I mean, you can certainly drag float this, but why not a hog raid? Especially if your hogs are level 4, you could easily take this. So let's watch how he takes out the Clan Castle and watch the heal placement. All right, a great 3-star. Just maybe a couple, I guess, light criticism on this attack. They're not, I wouldn't say they're horrible criticisms because it's still a 3-star and he still had plenty of troops. But number one is when he released his hogs, I'm sure you saw, guys, that he released them from 2 different spots, very far apart. The problem with doing that is that you won't be able to heal your troops as well and as efficiently. And he dropped 2 heal spells, and he only had 1 for the back end of the base. So you could run into issues there he lost quite a few hogs toward the end. And if you only come in from one side and kind of spread them out in that little bunch of defenses, it works better that way. That's number one. It worked on this base because, again, there were not many spots for there to be big bombs inside the base. So when he got in, I mean, he was able to wreck it pretty easily. My other criticism is I'm not sure why he brought a dragon. He did bring a hog. He could have brought in 4 more hogs, and those could have made a huge difference. I mean, from level 3 to level 7 jump, guys, those 5 hogs may not seem like much, but they can do some real damage. So anyway, that's a great attack from the Man the Myth. And now I'm just going to do the honorable mentions on attacks for 6-pack war. 6-pack wars, if you don't know what that is when you attack and you use both of your attacks and you get 3 stars on each attack. So it's 6-pack, as in 6 stars. So I'm just going to mention them out. And there were quite a few at the top and just only a handful, I think, at the bottom. So if you don't, just keep trying it, guys. Black Gold, Boomerang, Soccer, Desert Fox, Yavin, Knock Knock, Playground Street, Prince Hyde, and almost for Courage. He only had a 3% miss on that 2-star. So, guys, keep it going. Just like I said, this war was kind of sloppy, to be honest. We ended up with 74 out of 75 stars. But the fact that we missed that bottom one really bothers me because we shouldn't be missing those. So, guys, thanks for tuning in. We will see you in the next Clan War highlights, and take care.